Hello fans, are you the type of person who abuses drug? Or are you the type of person that when you have an argument with your spouse and your head is shaking and banging, you're like, paracetamol is the drug of choice, yeah? Or are you the kind of person that when you stole once, you rush to take flagyl? Wow, well done. The medical army are on their way for you. Yes, because why should you do that? Why should you do that? Stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is Nurse Elizabeth, but for short, Nurse Lizzie, and I'll be sharing with you on the topic substance abuse. Okay, before I go ahead, I would like to describe what substance abuse is. Substance abuse is the use of illegal drug or prescription or over-the-counter medication or alcohol for purposes other than those for which they were meant to be used or in excessive amounts. I'll take it again. Substance abuse is the use of illegal drug or prescription or over-the-counter medication or alcohol for purposes other than those for which they were meant to be used or in excessive amounts. And substance abuse is also known as drug abuse, but it is way better to say substance abuse because not only drugs are being abused, but other substances. But my major focus on this talk is about the medications we tend to abuse with reckless abandonment. The two types of medication we abuse with reckless abandonment. Okay, before I go ahead, I would like to tell you about the types of substance abuse. Substance abuse, they are divided into about 5 types. Here we have the opioid abuse, the illicit abuse, the prescription abuse, the alcohol abuse, and the tobacco abuse. Okay, under the opioid abuse, we have opioids are medications that are used to treat pain, and they're also narcotics. In this class belongs the morphine, the tramadol, the codeine, the oxycodone, the hydrocodone. So they are used to treat moderate to severe pain, from moderate to severe pain. But some people tend to use it for purposes other than pain, of which is best known to them. We don't know the purposes of which they are taking these medications. You understand? So they tend to abuse this medication, these painkillers. Yeah, we go over to the next one, which is the illicit abuse. The illicit abuse here is that some of these medications are used to treat, like I said earlier, used to treat a particular condition or symptom, but we tend to use it. Illicit abuse here has to do with the use and misuse of illegal or controlled medications. We tend to, maybe we have a friend that sells some of these medications and we like meander around. We tend to get those medications, that are not prescribed, because we have one or two persons that are selling them that we can easily access and get them. Before we know, we start having some effects that only you can relate. Only you, seriously, only you can relate. Yeah, only you can relate. And the next one is the prescription abuse. That's why I want to lay my emphasis on the prescription abuse. And the medication here I'll be looking at is paracetamol and flagyl. Paracetamol and flagyl. You know that paracetamol is an NSAID, non-inflammatory, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. That's an NSAID. Yeah, it is meant to kill pain, yes, as well, and headaches, all the likes of them. But some of us, when you go to the facility to see a doctor or a physician, it will be like, take paracetamol, 2 tablets in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening. You understand? For 5 days. But some persons will feel, no, the physician don't know what he's saying. No, I have a friend that says a dose of it, 2 doesn't work for her, that 5 tablets work for her. Like she takes 5 tablets at once. In the morning 5, in the afternoon 5, in the evening 5. Hello, auntie. Do you know what you're doing to yourself? I doubt. I don't know if you know what you're doing to yourself. And if she's to use a card, she gets a pack, because how would she use 5 5 tablets just using a card. She have to get a pack, and that's abuse, prescription abuse. Like, okay, you were asked to take this, but you're extending it, you're taking more than the recommended dose. Besides, some of us have a little headache, maybe we shout at our spouse, we have an argument, something should have rested, take much of water, you run to take paracetamol. Sometimes you may just say, oh, my head is aching me. You see your neighbor saying, I have paracetamol in my bag, go take and swallow. Or another person, you're like, oh, I'm having stool, or like I'm stooling, or I'm having diarrhea, I'm having running tummy. Someone will be like, I have Flagyl. They are going around with it in their bag, and they're ready to offer it to you at any time. That's not good. That's not advisable. Okay, about the excessive overdose of paracetamol, there's something called paracetamol toxicity. This will lead to liver problems. You have liver failure, acute liver failure. You have irreversible liver injury that results in liver transplant. You know that paracetamol is easily affordable. We can afford it. But the problem is going to give you at the tail end is more than what your 300 naira can solve, or what more than your 1,000 naira can solve. How much do you think a liver transplant is? You're overloading your system. You're overloading your liver. Do you understand? Okay, let's talk about Flagyl now. You are having diarrhea. Let's just say you're having diarrhea, or just 2 once. You rush to take Flagyl. Mama, what's up now? Why are you doing that? Run to take Flagyl for what? Flagyl is not the medication for diarrhea. We have something called ORS. This is what it looks like. ORS, oral rehydration salt. You know, when you are stooling, you are losing electrolyte, you are passing out potassium, sodium, and all of that. So this is what should even come to your mind to replenish the lost electrolytes. You understand? This is what should come to your mind instantly. This is what you should mix in water and take to replenish the lost electrolyte you are stooling out. Flagyl is an antibiotic. When you expose yourself to this medication, this antibiotic medication, when need comes for you to use antibiotics like Flagyl, you become resistant to it. Like, it doesn't work on you. That's what I mean. It doesn't work on you. So please, I've come your way today to say, please stop abusing medications like that. Stop abusing paracetamol. Stop abusing Flagyl and the likes of them. You understand? You don't know what you're doing. Okay, the tail end, there's something we call substance use disorder. When you use all those medications that only you know what effects it gives to you, like the one that fall under the opioids, that's the tramadol, the codeine, and all of that, you start having substance use disorder. You start becoming addicted to some medications. You start having health-related problems when you start abusing some of those medications. That at the end of it, you start thinking your village people are after you. No. You're the one after yourself. You're the one after yourself. No village person is after you. It's what you cost. No, please. Your health should be your priority. You should be able to look out for yourself. Know that your health is your priority. Please don't joke with your health. Good health is overrated. Until you fall ill, then you will know what good health is all about. So I came your way today to say, please stop misusing some of these medications. Please. Thank you, and see you some other time. Bye.